All right.
Get back over here.
Today's topic is longevity, and I thought no one better to have this discussion with than you,
The one who's trying to stay young.
my lovely wife. Yeah, you're not trying too hard. You're doing it gracefully. So,
Yes.
on the topic of longevity and let's say attitude, health, etc. All these things, spiritual, physical, mental wellness.
Everything is becoming more difficult these days.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to discuss, and so we'll try to move through it quickly. But I thought it was a good idea because you have a lot of people who notice that you take really good care of yourself, and you must, right? It's becoming evident as you age. It's also obvious that there's no way out. There's no escaping that we're going to grow old. All good things come to an end.
It's happening.
Yeah.
To all of us.
We're going to have to retire from this fun that we've had and morph into something else as we age.
Yes.
But you're still there. You have a realistic sense about it, and so talk to us about it. I'm gonna ask you a few questions to help guide you. So first, let's establish where you are. You are how old now?
57.
You're 57. How old are your kids?
30 and 32.
When I say your, I mean our. Yeah,
That's
our
so
kids.
crazy.
And,
No more 20-year-olds.
And how old is your grandbaby?
She's 5.
5. Okay. So, at 57, did you know that you're old enough to be Prince Harry's mom?
Holy mackerel.
You are technically old enough.
Not cool.
You're technically old enough to be Elvis Presley's mom easily a couple of years before he died, or even when he died.
What?
He died at 42.
Oh.
Prince Harry's 40, so you do the math.
I see what you're saying. But I couldn't have been Elvis's mom.
Putting it.
So.
No. If he were alive today, and getting ready to check out, and just doing his last couple of years in Vegas, whatever. Anyway, that paints the picture. So, I think people want to know what they should do and how. Also, tell us this first. Is there a trick? Are you biologically just blessed and luckier than everybody, or do you work at this?
Well, I definitely think that I have good genes. So I got lucky in that respect.
But you could have good genes and just be a disaster.
Well,
if you don't take care of yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I have always enjoyed working out, and I think that part of that is because I do see a difference when I do and when I don't. So,
right. So
it definitely motivates me.
So anything that has gains, like you've been involved in endeavors before that you didn't like to start working at every day, but then when you started realizing gains and goals, you enjoyed it more.
Yes.
So is it like that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So you're saying that people who say, oh, forget that, you like working out, you just are blessed that way. I'm not. Would you say to them, hey, if you started?
I mean, you are definitely going to see gains in wellness no matter what. If you're working out, no matter if you're 300 pounds more than somebody that doesn't work out, you're probably going to live longer. You're going to, as long as you're exercising, you're eating the right things, well, you're probably not going to be 300 pounds more than somebody else. But I'm just saying, if you are exercising, it is going to increase your lifespan. That is for sure. And you're going to have a healthier time most of your lifespan. So, I mean, you can almost guarantee that.
Okay. So tell us what you do physically. What's a week look like for you? One week.
So these days, I mean, I do have a background in sports. Like I used to play hockey and do CrossFit and all that. So I love doing stuff like that. I used to be a big runner. Lately, I have been more into just lifting, and not as much as I used to, but I do think it's good for people, especially as you get older, to lift like 2 or 3 times a week and then do other exercises, which could be just walking, just taking a walk. So dogs benefit, people benefit. But these days I'm also going to a sauna and working out. So that's really good. It's far infrared heat and isometric workout. So I really feel like I haven't lost a lot of muscle tone, maybe muscle size a little bit, since I haven't been lifting real heavy and a lot like I used to. But I'm thinking about ramping that up again just for a little while. But I think it is kind of good to go in phases and see what's right for your body.
Cool. Yeah. So you do free weights, you do sauna, exercising in a hot sauna. And
I walk, and I should be running a little bit at least, or doing sprints. Sprints are great.
I know for a fact that you use virtual reality for fitness.
Oh, that's true.
A lot, and I'm surprised that you didn't mention that.
Slipped my mind.
Yeah, because you do that.
You know what? I don't really think of it as a workout. It's so much fun. I just put my headset on and start a workout. And one that I love is with bats, like the little hand. What do you call them? The little controllers are bats. Yeah. And so you hit targets that are coming at you, and you do lots of squats and lunges and all kinds of stuff. It gets your whole body. It's a whole body workout. And I can work out for like 2 hours and not realize that it's been so long, and I'm just kind of like, whoa, the floor is all sweaty. I need to go do something else with my day. But yeah, I love it. It's so fun. Cool. And I mean, really, I basically have to make myself stop.
So where other people would be playing, like shoot 'em zombies, like me.
Oh, like you.
Yeah, and they're not really getting any exercise at all.
Yeah.
You have as much fun doing active sports in the virtual reality.
I actually have more fun doing that. Yeah. Of course, I don't like zombies chasing me and killing me, so that is part of
your brain is stimulated,
yes,
right? And
definitely.
so you're using hand-to-eye coordination because you're controlling with hand controllers.
Yep. And sometimes you do like knee kicks.
Yeah.
And you're always doing lunges and squats and.
But I think
reaching.
Something that gets you. Let's not put the cart before the horse. What would get you to the point where you would want to work out? Would you say that having a proper diet would help maintain a better attitude and more positive outlook and make it and set the stage for you wanting to work out? Do you see what I'm saying?
It definitely all goes hand in hand, but I don't like when people say, well, I have to get in shape first before I go to the gym, or meaning
so
I have
even
to
if
get
you're
my
eating
diet right before going to
even
the
if
gym.
You're eating a trash diet, it's better to work out than to not work out.
Absolutely.
Way better. Okay.
Absolutely.
But I was saying that because I think that people who eat trash don't trash in, trash out, garbage in, garbage out, right? So you have a kind of a garbage mentality. That sounds critical. I don't mean that critically. But wouldn't you say when you're eating processed foods, you have a dull and darker outlook on life?
You definitely.
And if you eat clean, healthy, whole foods, people have to look up what that actually means. Whole food means
processed foods, the seed oils, all that bad stuff can affect your brain. It can affect you chemically, so that you don't feel good. Like you feel hopeless.
So if you can start working on your diet first, there's not enough time to get into that because there's so much to learn about processed food and about things that you think, oh, well, this is okay. I can eat this thing that's fried in canola oil, and they're killing us. They're wreaking havoc on the health of
any of the seed oils. Just stay away from the seed oils. They're so bad for you. You can eat coconut oil. You can eat avocado oil, olive oil. High oleic sunflower
beef
oil,
tallow,
not regular sunflower oil, but high oleic sunflower oil. Beef tallow, butter, all good for you. So many good nutrients.
The fats that they used to tell us were so bad, they're
really good fats.
Something is amiss. I think that we've been
misled. Every other week you hear something different. Eat eggs, don't eat eggs. Yeah. Eat fat, don't eat fat. High fat, low carb. High carb, low fat. I mean, it's just there's so many like fad diets out there, but really, if you do a little research on the internet, you're going to find what is good food and what is
You're going to find a lot of
And-
conflicting information also.
Well, that's true. But basically, well, they say anything with a label on it, don't eat, which is basically impossible.
Yeah.
So just anything
But
that's
that puts you in the right
processed.
direction. Yeah.
Yes.
If it has a lot of things listed on the ingredients list,
Probably
don't
not good for
you don't
you.
want to eat that.
Yep.
So whole foods meaning cook with fresh vegetables and meats, and
Yep.
try to stay away from things that are not labeled organic. Try to verify how organic they are.
You definitely want to at least have non-GMO.
Be mindful
Definitely
that you
don't
want to
want the
wash all your vegetables, regardless of whether or not they say organic, because they still have pesticides on them. They're just not the commercial.
And you can get like a citric acid wash for
Yeah.
your fruits and vegetables, and even meats and stuff. Just
They
different.
supposedly have a safer type of pesticide, but just be mindful of that and research that as well, and try to stay organic. There's just a lot to learn.
Definitely want to eat organic whenever you can. People say it's more expensive, but would you rather pay for chemotherapy or some type of cancer treatment or any disease treatment? Why not just keep yourself healthy? So
Yeah.
just try and eat the right things and exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that sign I
Sleep.
saw in a doctor's office? It said, concern yourself with wellness. Start making time for wellness, or you better prepare to start making time for sickness.
That's right.
And that means also budget, for sickness. So spend your money, and we've talked about that before. People eating good whole foods and they say it's too expensive. I look at people's carts full of garbage, like cookies and ice creams and pastries. And
I mean, it is cheap to eat that way, but why?
it's cheap,
Why is it
but
cheap to eat that way?
but generally when you eat that way, you're eating more.
Yeah, that's true.
So when
'Cause your body's
you-
craving more nutrients, so it's going to want more food.
And I've been with you down the fasting road. I've been with you and
yeah.
watched you and shared with you 14 days of eating nothing.
Yes. I would like to do that again, but not 14 days.
14
I want to do like
14
days.
days of literally eating 0 calories.
Yeah.
14 days of
just
nothing.
water.
Not
a little bit of
not
salt.
vitamins, not minerals,
Yeah,
not
nothing.
little cheat things to put something in your body. Nothing for 4. I thought you would die doing that, but
All I wanted was a carrot.
and we did on day 7 we had a grain of salt or
Yeah.
something, and we marveled
Something
at how
like that.
delicious it was.
Yeah.
And, but we went the 14 days, and since then we've been doing what? Fasting.
Intermittent fasting. That's another thing.
Okay, that's a big part of your
That is a big part.
weight maintenance and longevity, right?
Although recently I have had to start eating a little bit in the morning because of my workouts. I like to work out in the morning. So I didn't want to stress my adrenal system as much as I was. So I've started eating a little bit in the morning, and then so I haven't been doing my fasting, which I can tell that I haven't been because I've gained a few pounds.
But you can get back to it safely now because of your
Yes.
adrenal situation.
Yes, I think everything's better now. I'm not.
So that was
doing any
just
crazy
you
workouts in the morning.
doing crazy workouts, not eating, and drinking 3 or 4 cups of coffee.
Oh yeah,
That got you in a little bit of
I
trouble.
really got into the coffee.
Yeah. So
And last year, I stopped drinking alcohol. We stopped drinking alcohol for about a year. And that, I mean, we could eat anything we wanted, basically.
I lost so much
and
weight.
Lost weight. I mean,
Yeah.
it was so easy.
yeah, and I'd like to get
And,
back to that.
Yeah, as you let a little bit of that creep into your
Yeah.
diet, it does kind of start to
We let it creep
a little
in
bit
like
back
on the
on.
weekends, and then on occasions, and then now we're having to just kind of push it back a little bit more. So we're down to a couple of days a week.
But we're not anywhere near where we used to be.
Oh yeah, we were just drinking every day, or every night, I should say.
Yeah.
Okay. So the whole thing, the way you describe it, you've given us a mental and physical picture. I guess sort of a spiritual aspect emerges through this. But give me a little more on that. Your thoughts on the spiritual aspect of wellness, how do you maintain that? Do you?
I work out.
Well, I mean, you do. I've seen you meditate. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
I would consider that the spiritual
Oh,
aspect.
right. And all of this is making me think it really is a whole lifestyle thing. It's just a lot of things together will help. But if you're doing none of those things, start with one.
Yeah.
And just like meditation.
And if you start with one of these keys, then you will develop an integrated approach because it'll just come into your periphery.
You'll naturally want, yes, like if you're becoming more spiritual, you're getting more of the natural side of life.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think grounding, meditating, although it's very difficult for me to turn my brain off, but I can do it for a little while every day. And so you just start, they say if you don't have time to meditate for 10 minutes, do an hour.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's very important.
And once you
just get in touch with yourself.
Once you start doing internet searches on meditation and wellness and
you can find guided meditations.
All of these things are just going to start flooding your existence,
yes.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Videos like this are going to start popping up.
Yep.
And there's a whole lot of people that can be very, very inspiring for you to watch.
Oh yeah.
You can make excuses, or you can live your life while you have it.
And whenever I do start something new like that, like a fast or something like that, I'll look it up on YouTube and watch videos on it. And it's just inspiring, the people that are, having success at whatever it is you're planning on doing. So I suggest that for sure.
Yeah. Well, great. Well, that's been an easy 15, 18 minutes of help for those of us who aren't as, I don't know, inspired or motivated as you.
Just takes a little bit. Just take those first few steps.
One foot in front of the other.
Yep.
Baby steps.
Baby steps, baby.
All right. Okay, so I guess I've got it. So I'm 385 pounds. I feel depressed. I don't think there's any hope for me. I'm not buying what you're saying. It's easy for you. You're just luckier than me. Blah, 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 blah. What do I do?
You have to decide in your head that you're not going to talk to yourself like that anymore. And
self-talk is important.
Yes, and look up on YouTube, look up people who have lost weight.
People who've been in your situation.
How they've done it.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. People that have success stories. It's so inspiring. And at first you think, oh my God, I can't do that. But then you see somebody just like you that did it.
Yeah.
And it can open up a whole new world, like a great new world for you.
Great. I know we're all over the place. We're all over the place, but did we specifically talk about yoga, hot yoga, or just yoga?
We did not, but that is another great practice too, spiritually and physically.
I kind of wish we had talked about this early on, because I know that both of us have had unreal results from yoga.
Oh yeah.
As far as aches and injuries.
Especially hot yoga, because it's like the heat helps along with
far
the
infrared.
Stretching and the movement of your body. Yes.
So there are a lot of businesses now that offer far infrared hot yoga, and you can do Pilates, yoga, whatever you want to in these saunas, and you may find it healing all manner of illness.
You can look up a YouTube video and do a YouTube video in a sauna.
I had skin issues that were corrected. I had both of my shoulders I was developing some sort of bursitis. I don't know. But I injured one and it wasn't healing for almost 2 years, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And that pain went away. My lower back has been getting more and more painful and slipping out more often.
It was not good.
But now, since we've been doing hot yoga, I've noticed more mobility in my lower spine and a lot less pain. So that's really good. I think it has to do with the far infrared heat, sweating out toxins, and just the movements of yoga. I started losing more fat, more weight, and just what other things I had a whole list of things.
Oh, and it really helps with your immune system.
Yeah.
Like I've just noticed that we had gotten a cold at some point a couple months ago, and our daughter was going to the sauna every day, and she didn't get sick, and she was around us a lot. Yeah. And so I was like, hey, wait a minute. I'm going to start going there. So it really did help with shoulder pain, knee pain. So many things have gotten better since going there.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, very edifying. Thank you. And I hope people find this as helpful as I do. I'm always inspired being around you. So.
Oh, that's so sweet.
All right.
Me too, you.
Thanks, everyone.
Mwah.